Welcome to Full Roll Photography. I'm the Joshua. I like to take photos, and this is a trip to a place called Cave of the Winds. Is Secondary Cave Part Two. Um, Interesting non-facts about it, which I get into later, is that pretty much you had this guy that swindled his way into the purchasing the cave, and he had a business partner, and they had rivalry, and some people got murdered, and there was some ghostesses, and then later we found out that it was all just they're supposed to. I asked them, I was like, where does all these stories come from? And they said the creators' journals. It's like, well, where can we see the journals? They go, the journals are locked away at our office downtown. Well, is there a microfiche or something where we can obtain this knowledge? And they were like, no, nobody can view the journals. I was like, there's no pictures of the journals, nothing. Nobody can access them. They're like, that is correct. And I go, bull. But anyway, it was a great time. Here are all the pictures from it. I wanted to do it because it was challenging. You're talking low light, no light actually in some spots, and you're inside of a cave, so there's really nothing except the lamps. And because it was a guided tour, they were rushing us along, so you had to be quick. While they're telling the ghost stories and everything else, you had to be quick. And didn't get much time in the way of the calibration of the equipment, but towards the end I started finding my groove. So let's get to watching, shall we? All right, let's setting up on the outside. Well, they're near Manitou Springs, Colorado, and then I always get textures for the planetoids and whatnot. And I was like, taking pictures of just weird equipment stuff I can always use later. And there, maybe I had this running a little quick, but you're starting to see the entrances to the cave here, and from here we're actually going to slow down the speed a little bit because that's a little hard to keep up with the narration. I'm gonna slow it down quite a bit and give me time to articulate what's going on here. Hopefully that's a little bit better. This is a very entrance of the cave. They had it well lit, so I use this opportunity to try to calibrate. Very difficult, more difficult than I expected. Like 4 foot ceilings, having to bend down, and really it was for the first half just getting a pictures of a lot of lamps, and because you using low shutter speed, moving the camera creates a blur, and really didn't have time, set up a tripod or anything like that. I wish they had photography tours where you spend at least 2 hours, at least 2 hours in there. You have guides at different posts, just sitting there, and photographers can just kind of explore, sit, set up their shop. Maybe just like one day out of the month, have photography day. That would be a good idea, Cave of the Winds, but what can you do? Now, we'll go back a little bit, and yeah, that's going to be turned into a monster, a digital painting. I'm always looking, I love rocks. Like Dali loved rocks. And I take this rock here, and we're gonna turn it into something eventually. So certainly got to save that picture. That's a keeper. And I think there's a few keepers. I was actually surprised that I got the good shots that I did, and they're all coming through now. This is where they start getting focused, start finding my groove in the cave. As I said, is a good way to challenge myself as a photographer. And these stalactites, that's pretty cool. I flipped this image upside down. I got myself an alien planet. Flipping awesome. flipping awesome. And we'll do a video on that later. This is just full roll. Photos in the raw. And we'll continue here. Do, 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 do. And I can't wait to get some of these in Photoshop. A lot of these like textures and stuff that I got, I'm gonna reuse in a lot of things. Those with the keen eye, probably seen in my video. I have a lot of go-to textures, and I think I got some new go-to textures out of this cave here. Definitely not what I expected. I mean, the parts were cheesy, but some parts were really cool. They had this wood thing set up with some bowls and plates on it and everything, and they said it was like, from the time period, and this is, the tour guides would eat over here in the cave, and just old bowls. And I noticed the wood crate is the same wood crate you get at like Hobby Lobby, and I lulled so, oh yeah, 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 yeah. These ones are great. They're great. Where are they? Yeah, those are gonna become planets. I'm so excited about those. It's super awesome, super awesome. Oh yeah, no flash photography in this kind of era there. So yeah, yeah, there she be. Oh yeah, I was wondering. Nobody could answer what those claw marks were. It's like, it's like, man, somebody just chiseled away in here, and it looked like, fingernails scratching on the rock. Not good, not good. Oh, here's that table I was talking about. Oh yeah, look at that crate. Look at that Hobby Lobby crate. That's awesome. And yeah, yeah, this is coming up on the tail end. Some more cool things you'll see floating around later once I get some editing done. And they did some graffiti in there. That wasn't cool, of people from the 40s and 50s would write their name on everything. It's inappropriate. So it's bad form and not good behavior. Not good. But yeah, I got some lamps and stuff, and then I could tell this story a little bit better if I felt like reading that, but I don't. It's all about the imagery. You check out on the web. There's information on the web. Garden of the Gods. And that's where I went. Appreciate you guys watching. Look forward to more videos and stuff. If you're watching on the YouTube, all the links are down below. If you're watching on anything else, check the bio for links. But there's always, the hub is breakingartsandmusic.com. You can go there and find all my social stuff and see what I'm working on. Outside of that, really appreciate you guys watching. You guys have an outstanding and great rest of your day. Later.